into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, even a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Anthony Totri.
Joined by two gators. What's the noise they make? They go.
Do gators make noises like
Yeah,
that?
right, David? David, you seem like you know.
That is, I don't know, but it's definitely not.
Yeah,
That's
we got-
not it. 100%.
Okay, we got Gator Boy Shane Dieffenbach and
fine
Gator
with that.
Boy Shawn DePaz. Boys, we got ourselves a fucking quarterback.
We got QB1, baby.
Emory Jones, former Florida quarterback who started 12 games for the Gators last season, is transferring officially to Arizona State. He's going to be in Tempe, boys, and odds are he's here to be the starter.
Yeah, what are you
I
feeling?
hope so.
What are you feeling like if you're Bourget or Tyson right
I'm
now?
feeling
Dejected?
like the Del Taco fish taco that you ate. I'm feeling like last place of tacos. Is this gator noises?
Just sounds like wind.
Doesn't sound great, not gonna lie.
I feel like Bourget probably saw this coming. When your starting
Well-
coach says, I don't know if our starting quarterback is on the roster.
That's crazy that that was actually true. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
And we briefly mentioned Emory Jones on the show, like, what, a month ago?
Yeah, when he came to visit.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like reality because at that same time,
Everyone was leaving.
it wasn't. I don't even think it was a month ago because at that point, I think it was when Ricky Pearsall
Yeah.
had announced that he was leaving.
Well, it still doesn't feel like reality because he came to ASU for a 2022 Ram. So,
And
Yeah.
75. So interesting. He got an NIL deal,
Yeah.
75K from the NIL collective.
crazy how that works.
Meanwhile, the Pac-12 and SEC commissioners are meeting to discuss or in DC to what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
Sure.
To talk to legislators. What's the
Meet?
the word that you use to when companies try and convince
it's a meeting. No?
politicians?
Wow.
Come on, David, you know the word.
I love how this has become
What
a
did you-
David trivia.
It's like it's a job.
You got a computer in front of you.
Yeah, they're meeting to basically convince legislators to regulate NIL deals.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, they just got a quarterback.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat how you're feeling about this. I know there's some hesitancy on Twitter I've seen already, but regardless, I mean, you're getting a step up. I don't think-
Lobbying. That's the
There
word
we
I was
go.
looking for.
You're getting a step up
Congratulations.
from what you had in the quarterback.
Oh,
room.
You're
And-
getting a step up from what you had before Jaden transferred, I think.
Bribe politicians.
One thing
maybe.
I will say though, even if this doesn't pan out, he's going to be a hell of a lot more exciting to watch.
Oh,
He had some turnover issues, but the boy can run. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm telling you, this guy can fly. He can scoot.
Yeah,
ASU's getting half running back, half quarterback.
Yeah, he last year started 12, played in all 13, had the third best single season rushing performance from a quarterback in Florida history, which is crazy because you consider some of the quarterbacks they've had there. A guy named Tim Tebow who likes to run the ball a
Don't
decent
they?
amount.
Yeah, Jose's asking
Don't
why.
they have a top guy in the
Yeah, they have one of the best guys. Mel Kiper already has him
First overall next year.
going next year in next year's draft.
That draft class next year is stacked at the quarterback position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CJ Stroud. They had Bryce Young going second.
Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and why can't I remember his
Oh
name?
no, I think they had CJ Stroud going first, Bryce Young second, and then
Yeah.
him like 6th or 8th or something like that.
Thank
yeah,
you,
Anthony Richardson. And kind of going off what Shawn was saying, him and I had talked about this on the way back to the studio. I love the move for
Mhm.
Emory Jones. Just obviously given the fact that it looks like the program is ready to move on. He wasn't going to start there with Richardson in place. Like he is doing exactly what quarterbacks at this level should be doing. He is leaving a place where clearly the fit was no longer going to work. He's moving to a conference now with much worse talent in terms of like he got his ass kicked in the SEC,
Yeah.
right? Which is what Jaden Daniels decided he was going to up and go do, right? He wanted to go get beat down by LSU, Alabama, and Georgia, and
He's gonna get beat down by his own team.
yes, he's getting beaten down by his own team in
That's
practice because he's
crazy.
not going to fucking start.
Joe says y'all back on board with 6 wins. More news coming soon. Yeah, this is another thing. Like we said it like a week ago. Like it's not over. Like
Yeah.
good or bad. Like people are going to leave. People are going to come in. You know, ASU got Norman Lott back. A lot of stuff is going to come out still.
Persol
And-
still hasn't announced.
Yeah, there's
where he's
receivers that are transferring that can come back.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not,
Yeah,
not
this-
doesn't
yeah, I
happen a
mean-
lot, but it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know LV comes back just because LV, like, I had heard that he was going to transfer since like 3 months ago. So I doubt he comes back, but you never know what happens. Pearsall, maybe. I don't know. You still think he's going to Notre Dame just because it feels like it?
I mean, they like everyone that I've talked to out there seems to think that there's a fit there.
Uh-huh.
So maybe, but again, at this point, fuck them. If you entered the portal, because you were unhappy of the state of like the roster itself, then leave.
Mhm.
Like, don't come back now that ASU has got a guy that they are confident in, that the fan base is going to rally around in Emory Jones.
Wait, are you saying?
If you are Ricky Persol, if you are a player that entered the transfer portal,
That's a bad take.
no, it's not.
Don't
Hear me out. Let me finish
okay,
the take
okay.
before you call it a bad take. If you enter the transfer portal at whatever point Gentry and Persol entered the transfer portal, right? And you're entering it for the reason of the simple fact, not because of NIL. I understand NIL. If you are entering it because you are simply unhappy with the state of the roster, right? You don't feel like there's enough talent there, right? Then don't come back when they get transfers. Don't come back because they have Emory Jones. If you didn't believe in the guys there, one guy is not going to fix all of the problems.
If you're a wide receiver, it might.
Yeah.
Like if you're a wide receiver,
No,
you're
but the
coming
issue,
back,
the issue with Persol was the offense in general. The offense in general.
which starts with it basically starts and ends with the quarterback.
Yeah, it starts with that. But if you're telling me if he were to come back, that all the guys in that locker room would welcome him back with open arms?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the
Well,
relationship
from
is like.
from
but-
what I've seen in it feels like a sinking ship that your boys are getting on lifeboats. You're like, oh, good, like I'm fine. Like I don't like it doesn't feel like fuck you for leaving this program. That's not what it feels like.
Yeah,
at
I
least
agree.
from what has happened in the past couple of weeks. Obviously, the Jaden Daniels situation is different.
Yeah.
We saw what happened there, but I don't. I mean, it really just depends on the person, and again, from a lot of what I've saw, like when Gentry left, like there was no like.
Yeah, but again, why Gentry left and why Persol left are different reasons.
Yeah, but same with Pearsall. I didn't see any flack from players because of him leaving.
No, and I don't think I'm fine with players leaving. That's not my issue. My issue has never been players leaving.
You just don't like when they come back.
I don't like when you commit to entering the transfer portal. Like, you clearly said you don't want to be here anymore. So don't come back.
But I don't think it's so much that they didn't want to be here. So they didn't want to be a part of the
Bro,
situation they were in.
Look,
The situation has changed drastically
it's
now.
the
I'm-
grass
If you're
isn't greener on the other side.
if
You
I-
left, don't come back.
If I'm at my buddy's house and that shit stinks like shit, I'm gonna leave. If they clean it up, I'll come back.
Yeah,
because they're my
I
boy.
agree. I 100%
No, but if
agree.
they're your boy,
He
then
should
you'll
clean-
help this motherfucker clean it.
Facts, honestly.
Yeah, okay, but fucking Ricky Pearsall can't throw the passes to himself.
Yeah.
Like he
I'm not the one with the
he's-
broom.
It's not
No,
so.
your boy's got the broom.
It's not
If
so
he
much-
hands it to you, start sweeping,
It's not so
motherfucker.
much that the boy. It's not so much that your boy's house stinks. It's that he stinks and he needs to take a fucking shower.
What are
You
we
can't.
talking
You
about
can't
here?
bathe your
What are
homie.
we talking about?
Like something changed. Your homie bathed himself, and now you're willing to be around him. Like that's what happened. They got a quarterback.
So obviously we can't ignore the proverbial elephant in the room with the same style of quarterback coming to ASU. You're getting a guy that doesn't have a great arm.
Yeah.
But has legs.
This is a guy that started though in the SEC.
Facts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
This is just a.
I'm not
turning
saying
up
for better or for
the-
worse. I'm just saying from
Yeah.
a standpoint of watching this offense again, like do you think it's gonna work?
Do you?
Homies bathe their homie.
Bathe
That's facts, dude.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
This is but this
Bro,
is like.
I'm glad that you're on board.
Can you
now.
scrub this for me? Like,
I need someone to watch my back. I got
facts,
my
dude.
arm.
Come on,
But,
not right now. There's no
this
But
way.
see, I'm willing.
See?
I'm willing. I'm not gonna leave and come back when somebody else scratches.
I am
me.
not willing to bathe my homies.
Well, then fucking get in the portal, motherfucker.
Shit, I'll find you
He's in
homies
the
that my
all-
homies don't want
He's
to
in the
bathe.
all city portal.
Yeah. CHGO. I'll go Northwestern. But this is turning up the Paul Tyson thing like to a whole nother notch. Like why at least I was excited for Paul Tyson. He's faced SEC talent in practice.
Yeah. Okay.
But like and was a 4-star recruit. Like I was excited for him for those reasons. Now we have a 4-star recruit who started 12 games at Florida, has played against LSU secondary, who's had to play against Derek Stingley, for example.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like he has actually played real talent playing at full speed the best. He's played the best secondaries in the country.
Yeah, this is my biggest thing. Obviously, the excitement factor. It's going to make the team more fun to watch,
Yes.
regardless of who comes back. But the biggest thing is ASU got somebody because of an NIL deal.
Yeah.
It shows that whatever is working or whatever happened here is going to work with other players, and it's adapting, and something's happening, and I mean, it's just a fucking breath of fresh air. And even if ASU does underperform this season, you know that the future can be bright. Not saying it will be, but it can be.
Yeah.
Now you have hope that this can happen more often.
Yeah, 100%. Diego coming in. If my bro's house is a mess, I'm helping him clean. But that's me.
I don't think this is a good
I'm totally on
analogy.
it. It is. It's a great analogy. But I also want to just say we've talked about Emory Jones playing just the 12 game or playing in 13, starting 12 last season. 37 total games over his 4 years at Florida State. At Florida. This was a guy that we talk about the 4-star, what he was out of high school. He was a guy that was committed to Ohio State before flipping on signing day to Florida. Like, if Ohio State was willing to take a chance on a guy at quarterback, it wasn't clearly a chance. Like, they wanted him, and they thought he was coming to go play.
And you don't walk your way into a 4-star ranking as a quarterback.
Yeah.
No, like, it
Unless
didn't
you're
work
Paul
out
Tyson,
at Florida. It didn't work out at Florida. And I am really excited. I know the fan base is on social media. They're really excited. We've talked a little bit about Bourguet. What does this do now for Tyson? Because Tyson was the new guy coming in from he was the SEC quarterback
He's
coming
old
in.
news now.
So, like, your quarterback depth chart here, like,
How fast are we going to hear the words, "This doesn't guarantee a starting spot," or "There's still a quarterback battle going on"? How fast?
the first practice?
Oh yeah, which,
Easily.
there should be, right? If Emory Jones shows up and he's like 50 pounds overweight,
No, I just mean like coach
missing
speak.
this right. No, but I know.
Yeah.
But the thing that if I'm Bourguet specifically, I'm sitting here like, you couldn't have told me this
Huge
3
rush.
fucking days ago when I could enter the transfer portal still. Like, Bourguet, I feel a little bad for because now it's another guy where he's got to sit behind again because he's not coming here if he's not starting.
You know who it really hurts?
Dylan McElmore.
That's unlucky. Well, Dalen McElmore is also one of the younger
I
guys in
appreciate
that quarterback room. Emory Jones is here for the 1 year, and that's all they're going to get
Josh
out of
saying,
him.
I guess he's just finding out about the dry heat.
I mean, he's probably
Who started
excited about-
Josh Hunt? Always in the chat with slappers.
Yeah, he's probably excited he's got to deal with that fucking humidity.
Ugh.
There's no gators that are going to show up outside of his apartment
And hiss.
and make whatever noises
Dude, they
make.
hiss, I promise.
Okay. Less mosquitoes here probably.
I think they hiss with their noses.
What?
I feel like they do snorts. Like,
No, but like they hiss.
Yeah, maybe that one works.
They hiss.
I just don't think they make noises.
They do.
they're under the water most of the time. I'm not here for the gators hissing.
You
We
weren't
need
here for the
a new
Gators, you weren't here
zoologist
for
on
the
the show
cleaning your
so
homies.
bad.
John's just not here for anything today.
He's here for me.
I'm
No,
here
he
for-
wasn't. He
I'm here
clearly-
for Emory Jones, baby. Turn me up. We got a quarterback. Like, this is a pretty big fucking deal. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not going to change everything, but it changes a lot.
It changes a lot, and I think it changes the energy.
Yeah. Diego asking if we've talked about Frank Collins. We'll cover that tomorrow.
Yes.
On our show.
That is also another big get, which we were going to talk about today.
Yeah, but this happened. I will say though, just to preface tomorrow's show, I saw somewhere that ASU is now number 4 in the country in transfer rankings with the Frank Collins edition.
Oh, when you told me that, I thought you were talking about football. And I
In
was
terms of
very
basketball.
confused.
Yeah, no, basketball
Yeah,
rankings,
yeah.
which is insane.
Transfer you? Question mark.
Dear God. I don't know. Like, we're going to get the 1 year. ASU gets the 1 year in Emory Jones. Is it almost like, and this is, again, just playing devil's advocate because I don't think this isn't how I feel. But, like, would you almost rather have a younger guy, like, stick out a season?
No, because you don't have a younger guy that can become a talent that wins you games convincingly. Like you don't like if you don't have one. Like Dalen McElmore is not going to show us that, and he's the youngest guy, isn't he?
Don't doubt
One
David
of the
Malmore.
youngest. Yeah.
Just wait.
Like it it doesn't like no, definitely not. Like if Paul Tyson transferred and he was like a redshirt sophomore, redshirt freshman, sure, then maybe. But you just don't have that guy.
And also, it's not like this is how a lot of college programs work. Like, it's rare to see a guy that starts for 4 straight months.
Josh
Oh.
Hunt knows everything. Go ahead, Shane.
Can you apologize, both of you, to me?
You can read it.
Alligators hiss with
Or
their
growling.
glottis. That's the part of that prevents water from entering their lungs. They use the glottis to build pressure and make hissing or growling noises.
Were you here when we determined
Come
that Josh
on!
Hunt was AI?
Yeah, can we confirm? No, because the graphics he makes are too like. Have you seen like
His
AI try to
graphics
make
passed
art?
the Turing test.
Yeah, have you seen AI make art before?
Yeah.
It is awesome but terrifying.
Yeah, it is very scary.
It's like you gave a 5-year-old.
Are we calling Josh Hunt or AI?
No, AI.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
don't disrespect our
you
kid.
give a 5-year-old a pastel set.
Yeah, and that's what AI is when it tries to make art. Unlike Josh, who is an artiste. Speaking of which, I cannot wait to see this man in an ASU jersey.
Josh Hunt.
Well, sure.
You just said I might be moving to AZ soon.
Do you
Let's
transfer?
go.
Backup quarterback? You want to talk about a quarterback battle? Josh Hunt versus Emory Jones.
Yeah.
Josh Hunt's a good QB name.
I feel like it's a better shortstop name.
No, it's a good tight end.
Center field. Ooh, no, safety, because you're hunting.
Ooh, Buff Hunt.
I would like a
Nobody?
Buffalo Hunt.
Buff Hunt.
Josh Hunt could also be a kicker name, which is not a slight.
That is a slight.
No, but like Tyler Bass.
You could have said he was a punter, and that would have been even worse.
No, kickers. Don't disrespect kickers.
I'm not.
We got
You
a kicker. We
disrespected
got
Josh.
kickers who watch this show.
No one's disrespecting kickers, man.
I mean, you said it was a slight.
No, I didn't. What is Emory? Slight did not come out of my mouth. It came out of his mouth.
No, it was him.
It came out of my mouth, and then you said, "Yes, it is."
So, what does Emory Jones do for betting on ASU? What do you think the season total on wins is? Still hovers at 6?
It was definitely around. It's definitely gonna move. I think it's definitely gonna
7.5, maybe.
It's gonna be 6.5 now.
Ew.
It was at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was at 5.5.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Hunt literally does it all. It can play all the positions.
AI.
Yeah. The problem with this, if we're talking about the team in general, like I still just have a lot of questions about the defense.
Yeah.
And it's going to be is him with no receivers, and like it's got to be like the
No receivers.
I feel like what this team comes down to, if they're going to win, it's going to be whether or not they can just run the ball all over everyone's face, like because that's because obviously, like we talked about, his strength is not throwing the ball. He's a dual threat.
Mhm.
And we have 2 solid running backs in the backfield, but the receiving wise, there's no.
Why do we have a BYU fan in the chat?
Because there was a ASU guy who transferred to BYU today.
Oh yeah, have fun with that, Billy.
We have a quarterback now, Billy. I don't know.
He can talk a shit all he wants. He lives in Utah. Anyways, I'll beef with Utah for the rest of my life.
So are you taking? Let's say it's 6.5. You taking the over?
I'm
Really?
not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Because I looked at the schedule and I said you get 6 wins out of this team before the mass exodus of transfers. I said that, and I
And
still
now
believe that. And I think that I think Emory Jones gets you one.
I just don't know.
One
Like
extra.
if you run into a defense that's capable of stopping the run, how do you beat that team? Especially if they have a
You
quarterback.
guys are acting like Emory Jones can't throw the ball.
Well, no, but who's
didn't
going to
say
throw the ball
shit.
to? Is what I'm saying. Like he doesn't have.
I don't know, Elijah Badger.
Okay, he doesn't have SEC receiving talent that can make up for his not being a dominant thrower. He has a good arm, but he's not a dominant thrower. What are we doing?
You know what's so funny? I feel like in the last month the chat has started to go off the rails. Even when we're not going off the rails.
Yeah. So for people on audio, we're laughing because Diego Perez in chat says Josh Hunt was the doctor that delivered me, and Josh responded with Doc Hunt is not a very good title for me to be verbally called.
God. I forgot what I was saying.
Well, it doesn't matter. You should download DraftKings Sportsbook.
Yeah, that's where we're going with this. If you couldn't tell about an hour ago,
I did just look. They don't have Emory Jones Heisman odds yet.
not yet.
So
Not yet.
I'll be looking out. I'll let you know when they do.
It's like got to be like minus 110.
Yeah.
Easy favorite.
That-
Easy favorite.
You think that's kind of disrespectful? I would
Yeah,
think
I'd say
minus
minus
300.
4,000.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean,
Well,
they've already etched his name into the trophy.
Mhm.
Put that painting up behind him. Pretty
Well,
sure.
while we wait for those odds to be posted, there are odds posted right now on the DraftKings Sportsbook app that have to do with the NBA playoffs, and the DraftKings Sportsbook app is an official sports betting partner of the NBA this week. New customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Not to mention, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit. Guys, I placed a 3-leg same-game parlay on the Suns last night. Hit. It was phenomenal. How'd you do, Shane?
What was it?
It was book 30-plus PRA, book over 23.5 points, and Suns money line. Plus a profit boost.
Book over what? What's
Points?
the second one?
23.5 points.
God, that's a Totri parlay.
It won.
And there
I
was
know,
at least there was no
I'm
rebounds.
not
or...
discrediting it. I'm just saying you're going PRA and points. It's a little weird, but it's fine. It works. It just doesn't boost your odds that much.
No. But I had the 50% profit
yeah.
boost.
Which DraftKings always gives you. I got absolutely shafted by the referees last night. DeAndre Ayton, 9 points in the first quarter and finished, or 9 points in the first 10 minutes of the game and finished with 9 points. I had him over 19.5. JaVale McGee over 8.5 points and rebounds. He had 5 fouls. He finished with 8 points and rebounds. I had Chris Paul parlayed with the Suns money line over 10 assists. He just didn't get 10 assists because he is the point god and he's an awesome god. But the Suns won and it does not matter. I am getting absolutely murdered right now on the DraftKings Sportsbook app, but that's okay because I was on a hot streak prior to that, and that means a new one is coming because they always come. And it comes in waves, baby.
Said come a lot there.
Nice, Totri.
All right.
I'm just
5-year-old.
I'm just saying. You're coming.
Read the
you're
disclaimer.
Going. You're coming. You're going.
21 plus. There is an
No.
only gambling problem. Call 1-800-NEXT STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Minimum $5 deposit required. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details.
And use promo code PHNX. Let's see. What's the chat talking about now?
I don't want to acknowledge what.
Okay, Josh. Josh, you're in timeout. Put yourself in timeout after that one.
Is, with the exception of Caleb Williams, I'm saying this without putting any thought into it, is Emory
God.
Jones the best quarterback in the Pac-12?
Yeah, I can tell you didn't put any thought into that. I don't want to talk about
Outside
this.
of Caleb Williams?
Cameron Rising.
Yeah, Cameron Rising's better than Emory Jones.
Okay.
He's definitely top 4.
He's more
Next.
proven.
He's top 4.
Emory Jones has the potential to be the best quarterback in the Pac-12.
I think.
Well, with the exception of Caleb Williams.
He has the potential.
I don't think he has the potential
I
to be
think he
better than
does.
Caleb Williams.
I think he does.
Really?
He's-
Caleb Williams has the
he
potential to
has-
be a top 5 overall pick.
I understand, but Caleb, do you remember who else was the potential to be the number 1 overall pick at the start of last year? Spencer fucking Rattler. So nothing matters.
Well, yeah, but we've
What?
that was before we saw Spencer Rattler actually do anything.
No, Spencer Rattler was considered to be one of the number 1 overall picks because of what he did at Oklahoma.
I guess so. That's against fucking Swiss cheese.
But what does this
Big
mean for
12
the rest of
defenses.
the Pac-12? Like, is it I know everybody was laughing at ASU literally yesterday after Ray decided he was going to go just speak out of his ass at a meeting. But like, is the rest of the Pac-12 like sit up in their chair now of like, okay.
A little bit. I don't think they sit up. I think they're lounging and they pull their sunglasses down and they're like, yeah, it's not a big deal. ASU gets some receivers back or get some receivers in the portal, which by the way, again, can happen. Then you might start to look at ASU's way. But for now, I will say though, Caleb Williams, fantastic. USC is going to be good. Pac-12 South, still kind of wide open. Aside from-
Wide open?
No, not to win it. Excuse me. In terms of like the second team.
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna
Sorry,
say.
sorry,
I was
sorry.
like,
Nah.
But we also did see what happened last year with USC.
Yeah, but that was without.
I know. Fucking Caleb Williams love show.
If I would have told you 2 weeks ago that Emory Jones would be the starting quarterback at Arizona State, Eric Gentry would be starting at linebacker for the USC Trojans, and some random ASU guy would be transferring to BYU, and Billy would be in our chat talking about it, would you have believed me? And which of those things?
Eric Gentry is the craziest one because because if you told me that 2 weeks ago, we literally would have just talked to him on our show and he would have been like, all things are peach. Everything's peachy. Everything's great. Sunny.
Except Sean Shorts.
I don't think
at the
that's
time.
how he spoke.
Yeah, no, I
Except
think
for
about
the
it. No, I think about it. It didn't sound like that.
If I had told you a year ago that
Jaden Daniels would be playing
Jaden
for
Daniels would
LSU.
be playing at LSU, Chip Trainum would be a linebacker at Ohio State.
That's the craziest one.
We would have Bear Bryant's grandson on the roster,
And he
and
would be
Florida's
likely
starting
backing up.
quarterback would be our starting quarterback. Would you believe me? The answer is no. College football is a wild, wild place, and that's why I fucking love it.
It's the Wild Wild West.
Place that's untouchable like Elliot Ness.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to go rhyme in there.
Totri,
No?
Please tell me you know what I just did.
No, I definitely don't.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, I've heard it, but Dr. Dre?
California love.
Okay, there we go. There we
Oh,
go. There we go.
Lord.
There we go. Listen, man, you sound nothing like him.
I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't
Yes,
have to.
you should. You should 100% have to.
Hey guys, I have a question. How does Emory Jones compare to Jaden DeLora, and how does ASU now look against U of A?
ASU definitely whoops U of A's ass now.
Dude, Emory Jones might rush for 500 yards against U of A. His highest rushing performance of last year was 144 yards, I believe.
Against Samford.
Against Tennessee. The Tennessee was like, okay, against Samford, he threw for he had 550 total yards. Ridiculous. That game was a 70-53 win against fucking Samford.
Yeah.
But his best game of the year probably was against Tennessee. He threw for 209, rushed for 144, went 21 for 27. Him against against Arizona, I would not be surprised if he rushes for 4
You know what's funny
touchdowns.
though? So again, we talked about the similarities between quarterbacks. Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels ran with a really easy running style, super fast, but he ran really easy.
Yeah.
Fucking Emory Jones runs chaotic. It's amazing.
He's also a lot bigger.
Yes.
than
Yeah,
Jaden
I like
Daniels.
Emory.
He's more. When Jaden would get out of the pocket, I'd be like, I don't
He
hurt
might
his
snap
legs.
in
Yeah,
half.
Emory
I felt
Jones,
everything
you're like,
was
go
snapping
kill
half.
someone.
Yeah, and
Get
it's,
him!
It's nice because there's a lot of questions surrounding the
I feel like
offensive
you were ready to
line.
bark there for a second.
I was. I held back.
That is, but what Jacob just said and Jones read
Yeah,
option.
can we run the
Dude,
speed option, please?
no, just put.
Well,
Just
you
put.
forgot Xavier Valade too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's gonna
saying.
Get a triple
Xavier
option.
Valade, Emory Jones, Daniel Ngata, just snap the ball to any one of them and just do something. Don't even design plays. Just be like, give them the ball and go.
Just see what
happens.
happens.
And all of them are lined up like this.
No wide
and-
receivers.
And the center has to choose who's snapping to
8
each.
linemen. Give me 8 linemen with all the fucking transfers that we have.
Go.
Just push them forward. Go
Yeah,
forward.
but I mean,
Like
really,
like Greek pikeman.
this gives
David, you got that?
What?
I'm never mind.
this gives the This
Shocker.
gives the ASU offense a lot more options now because you were between Bourget, who was who was more athletic than Tyson, but not this athletic, and Paul Tyson, who can't move at all. But
Dude,
it's interesting.
If we see a speed option, I'm going to
Dude,
lose my. I
I'll
will get on all
turn you
fours
all the
on
way
the
up.
show.
It's interesting because I wonder, they've made a point of talking about how they're going very
I
pro
knew it.
style.
It's like,
This offense is very pro
Yeah.
style and very they're
Yeah.
gonna huddle.
not
I
anymore.
wonder
It's not.
if this changes
It
that,
has
or
to.
yeah. Well, I mean, you would hope so.
It has to.
If it
Um,
doesn't, then none of the coaches should have a job. If you don't build your offense around the weapons that you have, then you shouldn't be a coordinator.
Thanks, Diego.
Like I am. What happened?
He's acknowledging my reference.
This has got to be super exciting for Glenn Thomas though, because but I also wonder if he's like, "Fuck, I wish I had known this."
Yeah.
Because now he's developed this offense around.
But now you can. I mean,
You got a whole summer to do.
Yeah.
well, that and sure, he's been running with the 1s and 2s about his offense, but now you have to teach your quarterback a new offense, which you could just completely cater to him now
Yeah.
if he does win the starting job.
If he doesn't win the starting job,
he won the
Dude.
starting job before he had even entered the transfer portal.
Dude.
Dude, if I
How
see
ASU would that be though? If Herm was like, we're going with Trenton Bourget. All respect to you, Trenton. I think you're a solid quarterback. But
I'm transferring if that happens.
dude, if we see
I'm gonna go do the
at
Wildcat
any
show
point,
if that happens.
if Emory Jones is healthy, is fully healthy, and someone else other than Emory Jones is at quarterback, something has gone seriously wrong. I think either he's sucked.
or he's became a truck guy and all he cares about is his 2022 Ram.
That's true too. Yeah, he got
Dude, maybe he's built like a ram and will just run people over.
6'2", 201. It's not really. Don't. Oh,
You can get me a ram NIL deal. I could use a new truck.
I would like a Ram NIL deal, but not a Ram, like a Dodge
Just
Ram,
like an actual
Ram.
Ram? Like, is it a pet ram that
Yeah.
rams people for you?
No, he's nice. His
Oh.
name's Robert.
really?
Unless
I was
he's
feeling
it's a
Gary.
guard. It's like a guard dog type thing. Like he'll ram
No,
you if he needs
He
to.
does bark though, which
Yeah,
is crazy,
yeah.
and it freaks everybody out.
Yeah. It'd be but like
He's
it'd
got
be,
a lot of whimsy.
it'd be a lot weirder if he meowed. Can you imagine a ram that meowed?
I think any noise. Do Rams make noise? They probably go.
The
they probably snort.
no
Yeah,
the
they-
the knocking from their
Yeah, but
that's
I mean
true,
like,
like a
Okay, well, you figured it out. This is a great time to tell everybody.
about Ram
Truck month?
PHNX.
No.
Every
About-
month.
Truck month.
Head-
Every month is truck month.
Head to gophnx.com before these guys get too out of hand, and become a member. Because when you do, you're going to get either a free T-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up. Got some great T-shirts. I'm the only one that seems to be rocking any of the PHNX merch today. The Point God shirt is
Such a fire shirt.
probably my favorite shirt
Yeah.
that we have. Definitely more shirts in the making. We also have technically still new hats, trucker hats, dad hats, snapback hats. You can
When
get
do they
those.
become not new?
Never. They're always new.
I think they won't be new when we release more hats.
Yeah,
If we release
that's
more
when they
hats,
stop
then
being new.
new.
Okay, we'll get them while they're still new, and you can do so in the PHNX Locker.
Still a new ASU shirt because we haven't released another one yet.
True. We've released the Josh Doan one.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's not
Head to gophnx.com, become a member of the family, because when you do, either a free T-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up.
true though.
Josh says Rams make a road rage sound fueled by Rockstar and Copenhagen.
So the truck, I'm assuming he's talking about.
No, the animals.
Oh,
Why do you think the trucks were named after
Oh,
them?
yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
That's
Ram
what
on.
Rams say. They
Yeah,
spit
that's the
and they're
noise
like,
they make. They spin and go, hell yeah, brother.
hell yeah, brother. They got the wad in there.
Mm.
Hell yeah, brother.
Any final thoughts on ASU? I would just one more time for people that are just getting here for the tail end of the show, or that skipped to the end on audio,
Or didn't read the title.
or didn't read the title. Well, the title said, yeah, that's fair. Arizona State now has a QB1 in former Florida Gators quarterback Emory Jones, transferring from the swamp to Tempe to be the guy for Herm, Edwards, and company. Shane, any final thoughts?
It's fun. There's excitement in the football program, and it's something that this fan base deserves, especially the people that have stuck around and are glued to the news about the program. It's exciting. Who the hell cares what happens in 3 months? Right now, you feel something warm inside, and that warmth is having security in a starting quarterback, and you deserve that.
I feel like the warmth you're feeling is the fish taco from Del Taco.
No.
No?
2,734 passing yards, 759 rushing yards against SEC defenses is now playing for Arizona State. How does that not get you turned the fuck up?
I don't know. If you're a Wildcats fan, I guess.
Ah,
Turn me up!
we inside, but we're going to be outside in a second. Ah.
Turn me up.
We will be back with a Friday Fun Day tomorrow live at 1 p.m. You can follow us on social at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me on social at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Dief. You can follow Shawn at Shawn_DePaz.
Turn all the way the fuck up. As always.
See you tomorrow.
Rock on, brother.
Peace.